know the deficiencies of your teammates, know if there are any, or if there's deficiencies that you have. And also that comes down to on a per character basis as well. A good example, Squishy, his computer's pretty bad. He's using one of my old laptop, so he'll lag occasionally, and you want to make sure you keep that in mind when you're playing. That there's a really, really good chance that we could get into a team fight and it lags horribly. And in those situations, you want to be prepared and make sure you can kind of hold out there. There's a couple of other things that we know. Soul Saver, our Taric player, and all of that, has some issues where he doesn't commit as well, and some other things that tend to happen with certain characters. And we keep all of that in mind, and so a lot of times we try to stack our teams a little bit better. That being said, aside from technical difficulties, if a teammate does... Oh, that was a really bad Solo Dragon. I think he gets it. He got it, though. One of the things to realize about if anyone on your team has a slight deficiency there, it's immensely bad when you're in arranged teams against really, really good teams, to have those kinds of issues if they don't fit your team as well. You can make up for it a little bit. There are certain things you can do to adjust, but overall, those issues can be picked apart by other teams if they're watching it very closely. So in that particular situation, kind of got a little bit over aggressive, our Taric, and he, opened up the opposing team to jump him. The one thing that sort of paid off, though, is the fact that the opposing team wasn't very good with their jump, and kind of misjudged their targets and didn't really focus the guys they were supposed to. Like I said, running a team that has lots and lots of single target damage does not help, just because of the way it's set up. There you see our Heimerdinger kind of setting stuff up, looking to just take this inhibitor down. You see me pump out the Nidalee, and we're just burning damage into these guys. There's the ult coming up again, the taunt play. I'm getting focused by the Amumu. This is actually a really cool play. So I was just out of range for a sec. There you see their Karma come around. I spin through the bush. I still am in the bush. I get a little heal off of the Karma, or not the Karma, sorry, off the Taric. There you see the kite play there, and I kind of just juke them out a little bit. To be completely honest, I have no idea how that even happened. Like, they really should have been able to kill me. But yeah, that was just pretty bad of them. Let's see. So that's pretty much the team composition. That's team composition, and also covering sort of weaknesses that your teammates have. The other thing is ultimately the game. The game should be fun, but at the same time, if your comp is good and you guys are all reasonably good with your characters, it's highly unlikely that you're going to lose a large portion of your games. I think, in theory, you should lose about... If things were perfectly balanced, you should lose half your games. And win half your games. If you manage to get to the point where your ELO is perfect, or whatever your ranking or whatever is perfectly accurate, you should be winning half your games and losing half your games. But, when you're... And this is for a range 5v5, or I guess a range 3v3 as well. Full range teams, not partials, because obviously with partials you have this other situation where that number is going to be a little bit different. Here you see it's just kind of dancing around, hanging out. We see dual push, one at top, one at bottom.